Why is it that an independent woman seems like she can't be a good mate, wife, or mother? Like, I still want to cook for my, even if I'm busting my ass.
It's counterintuitive, right? Because
what part is?
Independent.
Okay.
Right? It's the same thing as saying that you want a dependent man. These two go opposite of each other because an independent woman depends on no one and a dependent man can't be dependent on.
I'm listening to Tyrone. I just gotta get free for you because you love the hoes.
I don't care if they don't like me. I came here to stunt. Yeah. I don't care if they don't.
What should we depend on our man for?
For protection, provision. It could be spiritual guide. It could be education. A man that wants to
You haven't said money yet.
The priest, the prophet. That's being a provider. That's provision.
But I'm saying, like, all of these things that I would want for a man, I would love a man pay for my shit.
But that doesn't mean that you can't have your own money.
But also, why did you go directly to the independent and the dependent?
Because those are the polar opposites.
But do you not believe that two independent people can exist together in a relationship?
I don't think they need each other. I think that what is the point of having relationships? It's the same thing if you get a business partner that you don't need.
Facts. Okay, my video or my camera cut off when I was trying to get into the nitty gritty of it. But shout out to 19 Keys and, you know, him bringing out the basis of this conversation concerning independent women trying to be in relationships, because when it concerns the basis of women who say they are strong and independent and don't need a man, that doesn't attract men who want a good woman. A good woman doesn't say that she is strong and independent and doesn't need a man. A good woman says that she needs to find a compatible partner, that she needs a man, that she wants to build with a man, right? That she will put herself out there as a way of displaying what can she do for a man, right? Rather than going out on social media talking about what a man needs to do for her. She doesn't look at men as a liability. She doesn't look at men as something that, you know, she can mess with one day and toss over the next. She doesn't look at men as dogs. She looks at men as proper components to her everyday life. She values the efforts and the works that men do for her in her personal life in every single aspect and every single speck of her life. I mean, 19 Keys broke it down in the simplest of way possible, right? He broke it down so fundamentally, so basic that a 9-year-old could get it. A 6-year-old could get it. And yet these women still couldn't grasp what he was trying to say. Still asking questions. And I saw somebody on TikTok in the comment section, this woman said, why can't we just ask a question and listen to the answer, right? Because you have women who typically, you know, women that they ask questions for argument purposes and they don't respond, you know, for the occasion of having a great conversation. They respond out of emotions. And so they don't listen for substance. They don't listen to really hear the answer out, to hear what the other person is saying. They hear to respond. They hear to react. And that's exactly what you have going on over here. Now, I've seen these women on constant occasions, on consistent occasions on both TikTok and on YouTube. I can't point out whether or not they're compatible for men. I don't even know if they're in relationships, but it's the fact that they couldn't grasp this ideology of how come a woman can't call herself independent. 19 Keys thoroughly broke it down that if a woman goes out and says that she doesn't need a man, she's independent, she can do all bad by herself, a man will see that and be like, okay, I don't need to be with her. I'm gonna check her off. A good man, at least. If a man pursues a woman who sees herself as independent, what typically happens is that there's an unbalance, right? The woman typically babies and demands and pulls around her husband or her mate or her boyfriend or whoever like a dog, like a child, right? Talk down on him, demean him, inferiorize him, emasculates him. Not in front of her children, not in front of their children, not just in front of family, in public. She will do this. Strong, independent black woman. Can do bad all by herself. Doesn't need a man. Do you really think a good man wants you? Ask yourself that. Like, how do you expect to go on social media and put on this persona? You know, this mask of being strong and independent, not needing a man. Men are trash, men are dogs, you know, all this type of stuff. Even down to the little memes and stuff like that. Men are peeping that. I was having a conversation with one of my friends not too long ago, and she telling me like she on her last leg with black men. She said her brother, her father, her co-workers, her exes, the hit and misses, the smash and passes, all of these men, that's what she told me. All of the men that she has interacted with in terms of black men have been disrespectful. They haven't treated her the way that she has wanted them to. And I told her, this isn't a man issue and this isn't a racial issue. It's a you issue. You can't be blaming the whole race of black men off of the 4 to 5 Negroes that you know up and down the block and in and out of your house, in and out of your hoo-ha. That's not how the way the game works. On your last leg. But you know what? You know what else you're doing? You're projecting your own reality. See, you know, they always talk about this is the Matrix, this is an illusion, this ain't even all this type of stuff. Well, you are molding and creating your own reality. So if you go on and you continue to say black men are trash, I'm gonna make up something, right? If you continue to go on social media, if you continue to spew out every day, you wake up in the morning,
black men don't love me.
You go to sleep,
black men don't love me.
You go on social media,
black men don't love me.
You tweet about it,
black men don't love me.
You tell your best friend,
black men don't love me.
And then those same men that you talk about that supposedly don't love you, when you attract these type of men into your life, now you're over here like, where are the good black men at? It's because you created your reality. You have shifted whatever you have shifted into your life. You have made that your entity. You keep saying that black men don't love you and can't appreciate you because you internally and deep down in your heart, you feel like you don't deserve that type of love from a black man, from your own reflection. So you feel like that you have to find the answers outside of yourself, which is self-hating. It is anti-black. This is what y'all have made this a trend to say anti-black this and anti-black that. It is anti-black for you to go on social media and talk about black men down to the nitty-gritty. And the same thing and vice versa with black men who talk about black women in the same manner with modern day women. All right. But the same when you're dealing with these women out here just down, just trashing, just in every angle and direction possible. Just always blaming black men, right? Straight black men. They got to be specific. When you get down to the nitty-gritty of this and you say that the answer to your problems is to divest, to go yonder and marry and have kids with the same people who have a long history of doing stuff to you. I ain't knocking whatever you do, but for you to think that the answer to your problems is to go outside of yourself, that's very, very questionable concerning the basis of your very nature, your mindset, and who you are. You mean to tell me of all the billions of black people in this world, the billions of black men in this world, you couldn't find one good man? That's beyond me. But share your thoughts concerning the whole matter at hand personally in the comment section below. Let me know how you specifically and directly feel about this respectfully. All right. Like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video with other people. And before you go, check out these other videos.
Long as I got God, black women, and the squad.